Okay, this is for Algebra 2, and it is solving square root equations, day 1. If you have a square root equation, that means it's going to have a radical. You are going to, step 1, isolate the radical. Isolate means get it by itself. Then you're going to square both sides. This will get rid of the square root symbol. Then you simplify and solve. So if you have 48 is equal to the square root of 18d, you start by isolating. This is already isolated. There is no plus or minus outside of the square root. So you're ready to square both sides. 48 squared is 2304. And then on the right side, when you square that, you're actually going to just get rid of the square root and it becomes whatever was under it. So it's equal to 18d. Now we're ready to solve, so we divide both sides by 18. And 128 is equal to d. This one you're going to have to move the 5 so that you can isolate it. So we have the square root of x minus 3 is equal to 9 minus 5 is 4. Square both sides. When you square the left side, you just lose the square root. X minus 3 is equal to 4 squared is 16. You need to add 3. X is equal to 19. You got to move the 3. So the square root of x plus 5 is equal to x plus 3. When you square both sides, you got to put parentheses around this on the right since there was a plus sign. When you square the left, you get just x plus 5. Now a shortcut for squaring. Square the first thing, so x squared. Take 2 times everything in parentheses. 2 times 3 is 6, times x is plus 6x. And then square the last thing, so plus 9. You have a quadratic that you need to solve. Remember, when you're solving a quadratic, you want to get everything on the same side. So you're going to have to subtract x and subtract 5. Easiest thing to do is go to y equal, put in x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus x minus 5. Go to your table and see if you have a solution there. If it's a whole number, it'll show up. It's where y is 0. This one does not, so you're going to have to use your calculator, and you're going to go second calc, number 2 for 0, second calc 2 for 0. Get before and after. You notice that this one does not touch. That means there are no real roots, which means you're going to have to use the quadratic formula. So we've actually got x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, as I'm looking at this, when I put it in my calculator, I said plus 5 instead of minus 5 at the end. Totally messed everything up. Put it in at y equal. Go look at your table. When y is 0, you have your solution. X is equal to negative 4. X is equal to negative 1. It showed up on my table. Sorry about that. Okay, move your 3. So 2 times the square root of x plus 7 is equal to 15 minus 3, which is 12. Got to move that 2, so divide by 2. Square root of x plus 7 is equal to 6. You're ready to square both sides. So x plus 7 is equal to 36. Last step is to move your 7. X is equal to 29. Square both sides. X squared is equal to x plus 20. We have a quadratic, so we get everything on the same side. X squared minus x minus 20 is equal to 0. Put it in at y equal x squared minus x minus 20. Go look at your table, and we have x equals negative 4 and x equal 5. Move your 10. So the square root of 4x minus 3 is equal to 7. Square both sides. 4x minus 3 is equal to 49. Move your 3. 4x is equal to 52. Divide by 4. X is equal to 13. This was Solving Radical Equations Day 1. If you have questions, come see me during the speed.